Hi everyone. This is what happened to me when I got government housing part 32. So as you saw in the last video, the respondent ramped up his assaults by shooting something somehow at my window. He was also throwing rocks at my window when he felt like it, and it should go without saying how that made us feel. But there are other things going on at the block as well, because the respondent also fought with other people. And some people had moved out and new people had moved in, and the police and other public servants were at the block for various reasons. But it should be noted that they weren't coming to see me to assist me in any way. They had bashed on my door, asking for information regarding other matters going on at the block, but not to offer me help, support, or assistance. They never knocked on my door and told me that the respondent was going to be charged, and that I didn't need to worry about him assaulting me anymore. That should have happened, but it never did. The one thing that did happen is that the police charged me. The same police who failed to charge the respondent back in 2015 when he first assaulted me and refused to take my statement when I tried to make statements about him and yelled at me and refused to attend my O calls, thought it was right to charge me with breaching the intervention order that the respondent had against me. What actually happened was that the respondent was sitting inside his van, which I think I've shown you in pictures in earlier videos. And I walked towards him and I ended up being charged with that. I can't see how the police could have charged me with that incident when they had refused to assist me with any of the statements I wanted to make against the respondent. But he seemed to have had a good relationship with them. And that will become more evident as I go along with my story. So the police from Northcote Police Station, which is in Victoria, Australia, charged me with breaching an intervention order. And if you look at the way I lived and what happened to me up until that point, you'll be able to understand how devastating that was to me and how my concept of the justice system in Victoria changed. I think, obviously for the worse, and I think permanently. The other thing we have to note at this point is that I can't put up a photo of Northcote Police Station because if you actually put it into Google and search for images, it appears that there are no images of that police station on the internet, which I think is very strange. I'll try to get hold of a shot for you to see, but until then, I'll just say that Northcote Police Station is near Northcote Shopping Plaza. When I was charged, it was weird. They actually sent me the charges in the mail in an envelope, just like a letter. I didn't know the police were allowed to do that. I thought they had to hand you your charge sheet personally, but that's not what happened with me. The officer who charged me was Senior Constable Kirkpatrick from Northcote Police Station. And that was weird because I have never met that officer and I've never been interviewed by him. You may have noticed in this series that I have refrained from naming people, and I don't seek to identify anyone normally, but I'm naming this officer because I'm just stating the fact that his name was on the charge sheet. And after all, I can't make any other personal or professional comments about him because I've literally never met him. All I know is that his name was on the charge sheet that I received in the mail. I can't show you that charge sheet because I left it with a lawyer at the Heidelberg Magistrates Court, and I actually rang the court and asked them to send me back the charge sheet, but they didn't. So unfortunately I can't show it to you, but I can say that it is definitely out there somewhere because I did end up attending court because of that charge. So when I got charged, I rang legal aid and they told me that I needed to go to the local community legal centre, which is something that I'll get into in future videos. But at the moment, I'm using a free video editor and I just wanted to upgrade to a paid one. So if anyone would like to help me to pay for that, please make a donation to my PayPal account that I've put in the description down there. But don't worry, I'll keep making videos regardless. And in the next video, we'll be going into what I had to do after getting charged and how hard it was for me to deal with this extra burden, which happened to me after being assaulted for so long.